Hello everyone. Once again, I am in my car getting ready to go pick up Caleb, my youngest, from preschool. I thought we'd pop in for a quick chat and see how your week has been here for you and what's going on with you. It's been another crazy week. Caleb had a cough last week that he started with, which, he's our youngest. He's around all the germs. He's actually been in preschool 2 years since I was teaching last year. And then he wanted to continue, of course, this year instead of being at home with me. And so I feel like he's a little more susceptible. But he picked up another cough, which he had had, and I thought we were getting better. And then Monday night, it just turned into one of those horrible middle of the night coughs, like gagging and just really, really bad. So I told Andy, I'm like, I have to take him into the doctor and just see. And thankfully, our pediatrician, they have walk-in sick hours, which is amazing. They're super close too. So I sent the other kids to school with Andy on Tuesday morning, and Caleb and I got there right at 8. Went in, we were like the second patient. It was awesome. Been a new doctor, not our typical doctor, but he was really good and listened. He goes, yeah, he is wheezing a bit. Let's do an inhaler, which we've never done before. We've done breathing treatments with a couple of our kids way in the past. He said, but let's just see if we can kick it. It is viral. He confirmed that. And I know it's viral because after having him home for several days, I have caught the cold of the drippy nose and a little bit of the cough too. Nothing like his. But yeah, so then he was home, 3 days with me, and the coughing and just not sleeping, it drains on you as mom, but you do those things. We just get through it. I've been trying to work ahead on YouTube videos and get things scheduled. We had Deer Day coming for the kids, which they love. It's drop everything and read. It's our last day before spring break, so that's always fun. Nathan wanted to take it as birthday treat, so we made some pumpkin muffins, and I used it as a great chance to try some different egg replacers. Stay tuned. It was very interesting. Video coming on that soon. And we had a friend come in because basketball tournament we have in our Lutheran system. We have this national basketball tournament, and it's a big deal. We're very tied to it. Our school is not competing. It's a junior high Lutheran school basketball tournament where teams from across the country, it's 32 boys teams and 32 girls teams. And we laugh that we're tied to it. Our school has won it 3 times, which is pretty exciting. We didn't have a team there this year. We didn't even have a varsity JV team, but excuse me. We laugh because we are very tightly tied to nationals, because all our babies were born around nationals time. I kid you not. Like for Nathan, my husband, actually, they won nationals for the first time. And he left the tournament and came straight to the hospital and met me. And Nathan was born the next day. Emma came a couple days early, so she was born. Andy left us in the hospital, drove to the tournament, and then would come back at night and check on us. It was a couple hours away some nights, and then the tournament finished and we came home from the hospital. Lily came right on time, so she was born. We got home from the hospital and he left for nationals. And then Caleb, we were in the hospital when he had sworn when there was 2020, and they called and said nationals was canceled, as was a bunch of other things. So all our babies are national babies. Everyone around the tournament knows that, and it's just a big deal. So Andy was helping with that. Just a lot going on, of course, like always. Can you guys hear the thunder? It's been raining off and on all morning. It's been a little warmer, which has been amazing, but it's getting ready to turn cooler again. And we're dropping down to the 40s, then back to the 60s and 70s. I think that's why everyone's getting these coughs and colds too, because the temperature is just up and down. I'm ready for it to stay in the nice spring weather, which soon. But anyway, so like this week, you have all the things and sick kids, and we all juggle a lot on a regular basis. I'm trying to keep YouTube running and get ready for my Etsy busy season and be mom and laundry and all the things. And I have to admit, for those of you who think I'm juggling it all and holding it together and I don't know how you do it, yeah, I have days where I don't know how I do it either, and days when I come home and I just have a good cry because it feels like too much and there's just too much going on and you just have to regroup. So the lesson I took away from this week, because these chats aren't just to vent or share what's going on, but I do want to be an encouragement, is to remember to do the next thing. It was Elizabeth Elliot who said that, and it's one of my favorite quotes. Just do the next thing. There are times when everything seems overwhelming, or you just don't know how you're going to get through all of it, or even day to day, that can be overwhelming, looking at everything you have to do in one day. But when you look at just the next thing, whether okay, I'm going to go start a load of laundry. All right, everything feels overwhelming. I'm going to go clean up some trash in the kids' room and throw some things away. Yes, I did do that. Whatever it is, just do the next thing. Sometimes it does. It feels like a lot. But when we scale back and can focus on one thing at a time, suddenly it does seem to get a little bit easier to handle. Now, I'm not saying we still don't need to cut back on some of the things. I think I probably do, my husband too. And some weeks you just get through because it's things you have to do and you want to do. And it's hard when they're all good things or they're different responsibilities that you're committed to. So I don't have any solutions on that. I am your typical firstborn who tries to do it all. And I love what I'm doing. I love being here on YouTube. I love being at home with the kids. I am so thankful when Caleb is sick that it was very easy to rearrange schedules and be home and just cuddle on the couch and read. And went through like a stack of 10 books just after lunch the other day, just because he just wanted to sit and read. And I'm trying to soak up all of those moments and just focus on the things that are right in front of me, doing the next thing. And some of it also means crossing things off your list. Like when I was getting really overwhelmed, I realized, we're getting ready for spring break. I'll talk more about that in videos to come, because we do have some plans. And as I was getting ready, I just had this super long list and I was like, I can't get to everything. And then I started thinking about it and I was like, okay, so what could I cross off the list? I wanted to schedule all these videos and have newsletters going out and all these different things and promote the sale. And I was like, you know what? I don't need to promote the Amazon sale. I'll just mention it in my newsletter, which there are some good sales. I'll leave the link below if you want to check it out. I am kind of curating that because I just can't resist a good deal. Or the newsletters. Well, you know what? I don't have to send 2 newsletters. It's spring break. Everyone understands. Their moms, their grandmas, they're busy. They get it. And so I'll just send the 1 newsletter. Simplify things too, as well as focusing on the next thing. There are all ways we can cut things, and sometimes we just have to remind ourselves that it's okay, because honestly, we're the ones who are hardest on ourselves, right? We're the ones probably noticing the things that are missing or not getting done, when most of the time other people really aren't noticing. I mean, let's be honest. We're hardest on ourselves. I know that's true for me. I want to do everything exactly right. I want to get all the things done and just make everything just so. But that's not what we really have to worry about. Sometimes, just making sure our kids have clean clothes and dinner on the table, even if it's reheating leftovers again, whatever it is, those simple things can just be enough. So focus on doing the next thing. That's my encouragement for you. Hopefully that speaks to you, whatever your week is or whatnot. I will trust that God will use those words for whoever needs to hear them. All right, the rain is starting to pick up and I gotta go get Caleb. So we will wrap this up. Thanks for joining me. I did get most of my videos finished. So even with spring break and different schedules and routines, you can check back for all of those in the coming weeks. And thanks for joining me on these car chats and all the videos. I love sharing things with you guys here and doing community and sharing our life together this way. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.